Hi, I'm Cassidy Anderson.
Hi, I'm Miguel Avila.
I'm Sawyer Davis.
Hi, I'm Gabby Dubas.
Hi, I'm Brittany McGuire.
Hi, my name is Tatiana Celia, and as you can see, I will be doing my presentation on gender discrimination. Why I chose this topic is because a lot of my topics have all been topics that I would think is very impactful and very controversial. So I decided just to end with my last persuasion topic being gender discrimination. Also, due to the fact that we have experienced a lot of gender discrimination throughout the years of going to UNL through my friends and my associates. So before I start, I would also like to mention that even though I'm using a PowerPoint, most of my information will be coming from my voice directly. But I purposely designed this PowerPoint. It's simple and to the point. The reason I put the blue, clearly, because of gender discrimination, and the male body always takes over more than the female body does. So with that being said, I would like to start my presentation. Salary inequality and promotion and management. What I mean by this topic is, when it comes to business life, being chosen, being stood out, the male species have always chosen something better than the female species. It is proven in 2016, just 57% of the world's working age of women in labor force compared to 70% of the working age of men. Programs like will only accept males. Also, another fact that I found out about is women with full-time jobs still earn 77% more less than their male counterparts, which makes no sense considering we are all working people. I feel like when it comes to who can do business and who cannot, companies and corporations still go by the old-fashioned way, with choosing the person that has the nuts, which I think is very irresponsible. I feel like as a woman who has faced that as well, I feel like it makes no sense. I remember being not chosen over a job due to a male getting the job beforehand, who was not as qualified, who happened to be my friend, who was nowhere near as qualified as I could be, but they still chose the male instead. And it's really interesting to see how ignorant men can be when they realize a woman can do a better job at times and they will still not admit to that. And when it comes to management, I've never been to a job that has been employed by all women management. Every job I've worked at, all four of them have all been male store management, which is sad to admit and sad to comprehend, but it's always the woman that's always the assistant manager, even if I feel like she's more qualified and a better manager than the male manager is. With this slide, I was trying to explain to the point that you guys, as male and women, should all still come together and show that it's not about your gender, but more about the quality of your work you do. The more you can do a better job than the person next to you. And it's sad that we stopped to do this in 2019. Here's a chart. I have found a lot of charts comparing male wages to women wages. And this chart was created in 2010, comparing from 1980 to 2010, which is many years apart, which still does not show a big change at all. It still explains to the point that male is still way above female by any choice. The blue represents the unjusted, which is the covariates, the blue. The red represents the controlling of different genders, differences in the capital of education and experience. And the green represents the adjusted controlling of full range of covariates, which is everyone altogether. Which makes no point. What makes no point being is this was from 1980 to 2010. This makes no sense that women cannot be paid the same and treated the same as males in 2019. And these were past years, and these scales have not changed yet. An African American woman earns 64 cents, and a Latino woman earns 56 cents for each dollar earned by a Caucasian man. Why? I don't know. It's not even about races. It's about your gender, period. Even a white woman will still earn 68 cents less than a Caucasian man will. Which makes no sense. Can we go to the next slide, please? Family roles and parenting. When it comes to this, family roles and parenting, I want to point this out because as women, we are raised to be below men, depending on your household. We are raised to be below men. We are raised to listen to anything a man say. We are raised thinking the man is the main source of a household, which is not true. These are old-fashioned rules and old-fashioned ways of making mistakes. As the male species continues, I feel as if they get dumber and dumber by time. And it's sad that to this year, it's more women coming out stating their differences and their qualities to do better than men, yet till this day we still cannot do it. So what can we do to make this stuff point out? We can march, we can yell out our voices, we can send photos and letters and text messages, we could fight, we could protest, we can do all of that, but really gets into the men's pockets. We can just overachieve way better than them. I would not suggest us completely cutting them out of our lives, but as in women, we need to overachieve. Stop making posters, which still makes a point. Stop making posters, stop yelling, stop arguing, stop sitting there and just saying stuff. Let's make it action, let's make it happen. Let's make it turn into something that they were not even ready for, like a bomb. We women, as a species, are a ticking bomb. We have no time, and we have no time and so much more experience than it comes to the life of it. Men are grown nowadays to think that they could do anything and get treated like anything and still deserve the same amount of stuff. Even as a black woman, black men still treat me with lower disrespect than they do with anyone. I've realized that seeing other students and other people I've known and I've been around, I have a lot of masculine men in my life that have always been the type to get their masculinity hurt by me standing up and speaking towards them, which is something I've experienced a lot. A lot of men are scared of me for being very voiced with my opinions, which is really sad to the point that you're mad and you're scared because I am voicing my opinion. As women, there should be no reason that a man should be shocked that I'm saying how I feel, or what I deserve, or what I feel like I qualify more than him. And I feel like as families, as kids, we need to understand that we need to raise our children and our men to be, our children and girls and boys to be equal. Not the same person. Don't different them for being a different gender. Don't say girls can do this and boys can do that. I feel like we should dedicate it into the point where girls can ride bikes, boys can do hair. There should be no reason that they're separating the genders as we're growing. There should not be a reason that nowadays in 2019, there's a proven fact that 84% of women are the head of their house and are single mothers. That should not be a percentage at all. It should be 50-50. The big topic I wanted to point out with this presentation. When it comes to gender discrimination, sexual harassment has to be one of the top keys of the difference between male and female social bodies and normities. There should be no reason that I get a job because of my boobs being big or my butt being bigger than what it naturally is. There should be no reason that I'm built like this and men attracted to this is why I receive that job. And that's also where they separate us women. There's women that work for the things they want and cannot get it because they are not attractive enough. And there's also women who did not work for that thing at all, but still received it due to the fact that she was being wanted by that man. There's times when we as women and girls will get jobs when we've been wanting for years just to find out we got it the slick way. I want to earn something without having to be able to dress sexually for it, without having to be able to be wanted for it. I want to earn it with hard work and high scores. I want to earn it with high quality assessment and experience. I want to earn it my way, myself. So as women, we should all just raise up and stand up and tell them how we want it. And it's sad that we have to sit there in the workplace and be under our man until we're decided to be promoted. That's why also I feel like there's been a 42% rise since 2015 of women business owners, which I think is quite amazing. But it's sad to also understand that a lot of the high up corporate owners have all been males. And as women, I feel like we still have this chance. We're making it happen right now. And we're still doing great at it. There should be no reason that till this day, a little boy or a little girl is being separated due to their genders. I still also feel like there still should be some type of gender roles, not in the workplace, not in the workforce, but there should be some type of gender roles in simple things. Say for instance, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. I still feel like there should be a Girl Scouts and a Boy Scouts. But when it comes to work experience and quality and being an adult, I feel like we should not get chosen just because we should not be chosen just because we have vaginas. Just because you have a penis attached to you does not mean you are better than me. Or you can listen better than me. You can write better than me. You can test better than me. You can play ball better than me. That does not mean nothing. I might be better than you in all types of ways. I might be better than you at sports, knowledge, coherency. We women are better. We women are strong. We women have been through everything. We have always supported men throughout the species. And they've always somehow rejected us. Ever since the beginning of time. Cavemen and cavewomen. The men has always been the one to hunt. And the woman has always been the one to sit at home and have the kids. Does that make any sense to you? Not me either. I'm pretty sure if we were cavemen and cavewomen today, we women would not reject and the male species would run out.